Hello YouTube, my name is Venator, and in today's video we are doing a quick update on getting to Highland Lake. And don't worry, I just got both of my prime dinos finished on Petite Peds NA and EU servers, so I will be doing videos on those in the upcoming weeks, and the first one should be out next week. I wanted to start with this because with the arrival of the Tyrannosaurus and Allosaurus, there has been an influx of new and returning players who might not know how to get to Highland Lake. And today we are mixing it up. Typically I do these fully grown, but today I'm doing this run as a fresh spawn, and if you stick around, I threw in a fun kill after I got to the lake. So if you enjoy the video and you find this helpful, please consider dropping a like or comment below. And to speed things up a little bit, I have sped up the main portion of this journey, that way we get through this pretty quick. The first thing you will want to do is make your way to water access. Once there, head to the very southwest corner of the lake, and I've circled this spot on the map shown. Once you are here, it's pretty much just a straight shot to Highlands. As always, I typically will run to get my stamina all the way down to 60% and then recharge it. You also want to make sure that you make this run at night. Typically, I play on highly populated servers that can reach up to 400 players. So if you do this when it's 400 players and it's the daytime, you're more than likely going to get caught. You even have a high chance of getting caught at night. As you can see here, this little Dryo was following me on what seemed like was going to be my entire run. Thankfully, he was nice and not trying to kill me. But if you were a large dino and you were wanting to make this trek to Highland Lake, I definitely would wait for low population times on whatever server you're on. I've seen so many big things around Highland Lake these last few days that it really makes it tough to come during a high population time. If a Rex finds you, a Stego, or a Trike, let alone the prime version of those, they can still kill you. You're still very weak, even if you're 13.5 tons, if you get caught out of the water far from the lake. But if you are that determined to get to Highland Lake and must make this journey at a high population time, don't do the straight line like I'm doing here. Instead, kind of hug the jungle off to the left side and you'll be a lot harder to spot. As a fresh spawn, you're very difficult to spot, so a lot of times you can just get away with going out in the open like this because you can just freeze if something comes near you. IO players' vision tends to be based on movement. And after letting my stamina recharge back to full, I decided to go ahead and just use the entire bar, just to see how far I could get and if it was worth it to get there a little bit faster. Ideally, however, you only want to really use your stamina in the wide open parts. If you have the ability to recharge in the bushy areas, then that can really save you some time, because constantly moving is by far still the best way to get there, rather than running and sitting and resting and repeating that process. And as I thought, burning my entire stamina bar didn't get me quite to the lake. So I had to rest and refill my stam. Just goes to show that, like always, it's best to let it only go down to 60% and then recharge. But this is the point of the video. It's fun to test and try different things. That way you guys can see it and don't have to suffer the consequences if you try it yourself and are incorrect. And like I said earlier, there is a good chance that regardless of going at day or night, you can be found. This Stego, had I been a big dino, definitely would have found me and had a very good chance at killing me. That's why going as a baby is very nice. You can hide in any little bush or big bush or piece of grass and have a good chance at not being seen. And there you have it. The run to Highland Lake from water access as a fresh spawn Deinosuchus. Didn't even hit red water. And now on to the fun part. The Dino I was playing with in Highland Lake was able to come up beside me and get this Carno. That's the new torpedo lunge for those of you that haven't seen it yet, and it is quite insane. I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, almost certainly a bug, but we'll see how long it takes to get fixed. But either way, it let us get a very nice handoff. And yes, I am a lot larger than when I made the trip. I used a voucher when I got here, but unfortunately for me, and what I didn't know at the time, is that vouchers were bugged, so I did not get Prime on this guy and had to store and start over. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you all next time, and happy hunting.